My name's Amara Primero, and I am a film composer, film and TV composer, and an ex-JMC student, so one of the JMC Alumni. And today we'll be talking about various topics. Well, in this particular episode, we're talking about... What are we talking about, Sam?
We're talking about the art of networking and how to break into the US market.
Oh, okay, cool. I really find this an interesting topic, the whole networking thing, because you can be the world's greatest composer, you can have so many works under your belt, you can be writing music all the time, you can have so much going on. But at the end of the day, if people don't know who you are, then sort of what's the point, what reason are you doing it for? To begin with, I sort of found that I had all this music and I thought, I really want to, what am I going to do with all of this? I'm enjoying doing it. And I think if you're writing music with the intention of just doing it because you love it, that's one thing. But then when you get to this point of, how maybe I want my work to enter into the world somehow, maybe I want somebody to hear it. So how do you go about that? So I think it was having the guts or the gumption or the nerve, I don't know what it is, to sort of take that plunge and step forward and go, okay, I'm going to reach out to some people. How am I going to do that? I started sort of reaching out to people and first of all doing other research as well. So by watching TV shows, watching the end credits of things, you sort of see the end credits and you see who's the executive producer, who's the director, who's the writer, all of these sort of people. And then just sort of doing Google searches and just sort of becoming interested in what they do. And I think that's the main thing, is becoming really, truly interested in what they're doing and not just reaching out in the hope that somebody is going to say, yes, I like what you do, or, not just sort of reaching out and going, hey, I'm a musician, I've got all this work, take a listen, I think it's really good, give me some work, or, what can you do for me? I think that's sort of one of the no-nos to do, and to just show a genuine, interest in people and their work. So if it's an executive producer, only follow up an executive producer if you really enjoy their work and if you're really interested in the TV shows and the programming that they're doing, or the same with a director or a writer. And I think, and then it sort of brings to the table a level of honesty as well, that you're not just out for all of your own gain, but you're humbling yourself to say, look, what is there anything that you might be able to teach me? Is there anything that I could learn about your world? Not necessarily how can I get work, but tell me a little bit about what you do, because that's obviously very different to what I do, and how does that sort of all fit together? So I think that was probably one of the main things that I did in the initial network, and that's what I still do today as well, and it's amazing, once you have a few gigs under your belt, then the word of mouth starts happening a little bit more, and you start to be put on to other people, and this person says, hey, I worked with her on that, maybe she could pitch for that TV show, or that particular gig. So I'd say networking is sort of like the fundamental thing. As I said, you can have all of this work under your belt, but if you're not reaching out to people, then, look, I know some people like engaging in just their art as a hobby, but if it's something that you want to, I think, make a career and money out of, you've got to sort of take that plunge, step forward.